Alright, so this is almost exclusively from my friend Tom Fitzy. Almost called him Fitzy. Alright, so Sen's Fortress. These two guys, if you lure them back, you can trip the trapdoor on them, and that will usually take at least one of them out, leaving you with only one, so you don't have to get double teamed. Backstabs are your friend, as with every other area. Alright, first bridge. Now, Fitzy, don't get hit by the blades. You want to fight this guy right between these two columns so that mage with the... I find the best way to get rid of him, backstab and kick him off the edge. Works miracle. You gotta kind of time that walk over there so you don't get hit by that lightning in the back. Now at this point, and for later on as well, it comes in handy to have a bow of some sort. Which... this one is not such a big deal because usually you can block her magic with saw blades. But makes it easier, you don't have to worry about it if you just kill her from here. I call them hers, I'm not sure why. The swords are male and the magic with the 4 curved swords are female. Some strange thing. Obviously, watch out for the trap. Excuse me. If you keep him trapped out there, he can get hit by a rock. But it doesn't usually do a lot of damage, so you're going to usually have to fight him. If you don't want to fight him, you can just trap him back there. Now, for the boulder, I'll let the other one go. I usually just start sprinting as it's coming down, so that when it passes by, you can just run. You don't need to do that. It just helps. Then if you want to go get the scrap, grab this item up here. You have to be careful about her coming down. Ooh, she took that stone. Damn. Ring of Steel Protection. Don't have any of those lying around. Oh, she's not coming back from that one. Goodbye. Let's walk through here. There's another trapdoor right here. Now the trick to this one is, if you really don't want to have to deal with the trapdoor and this guy at the same time, you can lure him through to the other room like this. He won't trigger the trapdoor, but if you can get around him and lure him into the doorway, you can again make the trapdoor work for you if you manage to time it right, which I did. Ooh. I'm getting munched over here. I'm gonna back up. Come on. Get in here. Now, this part's weird. I usually just run right up. I do get hit, usually. I will see if I can get away with it this time. If you roll at the right time, you don't take a ton of damage. But you will get hit, regardless. Now, operating this thing. There is a cliff from what I will refer to as north right here. That leads to nowhere. The boulders will not hurt you. But you use the boulders to get items and unlock areas such as the one with the mage trapped, and also with there's an area with a ring that you really want. So that way right there leads to that one snake that was leaning against the wall earlier. If you bust him and bust past the wall, there is an area with a couple items and also Logan the Sorcerer, who you can free, who will show up at Firelink later. So it's usually a pretty good idea to bust this one. And I believe that is all she wrote. Pointing back this way, the way that it was originally pointing, you want to let that run over there for 6 boulders or so, and that unlocks another area, and I'll show you that in a bit. After I free Logan here. He takes quite a few rocks to kill. I usually just break the wall and then deal with him. In here, to the right, Master Logan. Lord Big Hat. Yay! And then also an item. I forget what it is, but probably a soul. Soul of a hero. It's 10,000 souls. Go back the way you came. Climb up the ladder here. This may look familiar because we've been... Now there is an area. You see that item over there? You can drop on that from these stairs. I'm gonna go ahead and skip that for now because this video is gonna be long enough as it is. But there is a way to get back up on that same ramp. Now, if you remember correctly, we pointed the rock back this way, so might have to take another hit. One thing I've noticed is that the rock seems to randomly change direction. Hey! So don't ever trust that it's not coming your way. Tom and I haven't been able to figure out what exactly makes it switch. I don't know if there's like a trigger somewhere that makes it switch directions, but it's really irritating. So hopefully that should have opened the door now. Ooh, well, that's not what you're supposed to do, but that's... If you go down to the end of this pathway... Oh, nope, not enough boulders. See how that, it's not filled yet? We need more boulders to fill that up. I left that running that way for a while, so I don't know why it didn't fill that up. Now, if you don't care about any of these items, that's the way you go. I'll cover that area later after I get this item for you. But you do want this ring in this room down here. It's the Covetous Gold Serpent Ring. It increases item drops. Pretty essential for farming later on. If you look in your menu, on the far right there it says Item Discovery, and mine's at 158. It's just above the spell section. The Covetous Ring boosts it by 200. That and 10 humanities will give you the highest item discovery rating of 410. So basically, it more than doubles, in most situations, your current item discovery, which is important. That should be good for now. I'm thinking. Maybe I'll land on this guy properly. Oh, nope. Wasn't even in the right spot. More souls. You want to go over here and grab this door. Because it is only unlockable from this. I'll show you where that leads to in a bit. I'm gonna go grab the item now. Everything will have worked as planned. Yep, Okay, so you see how the boulders have stacked up now? Item. Big deal. Very important ring. If I remember correctly, there's nothing important over here. I think this is just where the rocks go venting. Now, down here, to the right, we have a treasure chest. But guess what? It's a mimic. Man, I used to be able to kill those in one volley. It's really irritating. So if you tried to open that without, you know, killing it first, you would die instantly. I might have told you about that. Be careful with this lift. When it gets to the top, it slows down for a little bit. That's when you gotta jump off, because there are spikes up there, and it does exactly what you think it'd do. Dark Souls. Now, see this bridge up there? It leads to the boulder room. This is the gate we opened earlier. So now we can traverse to and from those rooms. And we go back up to the boulder room. At this point, I believe we've covered everything important. It was pointed north. Oh, doesn't matter where it's pointed. So we can move on to the next section. Trap pad. Same old story. Now we come to probably my least favorite parts. Alright, so these are the ones you just have to sprint by. You can roll a couple times to ensure, but you need to be really careful to get across there as fast as possible, because otherwise you're in trouble. That guy almost killed. I don't know where that leads. I don't really want to find out. I don't think I've ever looked down there before. Up there is one of those bitches. We're gonna ignore her for now, because over here, one of these assholes, and an item. Love the camera. Dark Souls would be easier, or easy. I'd even say easy if the camera worked better. It's a fact. Ooh, maybe we should have killed her first then, because you don't want to get stuck in a 2-on-1 situation. That's sexist that I call the mages female. Just like all the white mages in Final Fantasy. Alright, so this one, you definitely absolutely want to shoot this thing with something before you try to cross, or you will have a bad day. Ah, thought it was going to be 3. I'm an idiot. Makes this section a lot easier, and otherwise it'd be pretty difficult. Alright, so these are grouped in 2 sets of 2. You want to run past the first set, stop before you get into the second set, and then run again. Now, before you go left or right, trap pads on both sides. So if I go like this, go on the side, you can dodge around it. I don't believe there's anything over here except that if you didn't kill that bitch the first time, like I didn't kill that bitch the first time, you can grab those. Avoid the step pads. And then we got the white light. Now, the first thing you want to do is run through and kill this giant, because this giant is throwing rocks at you, and they are exploding rocks of death. Do not stop moving. You can see the black spots on the map. That's where they'll land, but they will have area of effect. Now if you just drop down here, you grab the fire, so now you don't have to run all the way through Sen's Fortress again. Now, this fire leads right out here, which is the end of the last bridge. You can see the 2 trap pads there. So, this is a bit of deja vu. But now, when you inevitably die on something, you won't have to go as far. So, getting to the giant. running through this area as fast as possible to avoid the, you know, exploding death bomb. Going across the bridge. The bombs can hit on the bridge. Both bridges, actually, so just don't fucking get hit. There's a right and there's a left. Left, nothing there important except the knight, and I think there's maybe an item over there, but I don't know. Go through here. And here we come to an even thinner path. And yes, the giant still throws shit on there, as you can see from the burn. And there's an archer. Alright, so that's the boss door. You don't want to go in there yet. I don't know what happens if you do. I don't know if this guy up here still throws rocks or what, but here's a giant. He's really pissed, but when he does that, he sits there for a little bit because he's tired. And he gives you a free chance to whack on him a little bit. Hopefully you'll be able to kill him the first. If not, standard Dark Souls technique applies. Dodge around, stay behind him, don't get hit. Don't get hit. Don't get hit. Don't get hit. So now that this area is cleared out, you can go back and explore and grab items. I'll leave that exercise to the reader because this video is already 16. And then, of course, the boss fight. There is a summon over there across that bridge that you can grab for this. I'm doing a solo run, so. This boss is difficult because if he hits you, there's like a fucking 99% chance that you're gonna get thrown off the edge. It's a real pain in the ass. Don't get too close in front of him because he has a grab attack. That would be that. If he grabs you like this, here you go. He's gonna ruin your day. I can't even imagine that somebody would survive that, but... Now, the trick to this guy, you know, besides don't get hit, is you stay just behind him and hack at his legs until you can stun him. Ooh, wow, he's not gonna make this easy. You should just grab Tarkus. That's your... Tarkus! That's my official recommendation. Alright, if you stun him like this, you gotta hammer him when he's like this. If you hit him enough and do enough damage, you can knock him on his ass. I'm not gonna be able to do it by myself on New Game Plus. But at least it gives you some time to... Aw, man. You see him reach behind him? Damn. That's twice I've taken that bad hit. I just really don't want to have to do this guy again. Shut up for a little bit. What the f... He keeps kicking me when he jumps away. What a douche. Come here, bitch. You might find a better weapon than the katana for this guy. It does not do a lot of damage. Least of all on New Game Plus 3. Like, this is just not working out for me right now. Ooh, wow, that was an accident. There we go. And then you kill the guy. That ring of light, you examine it, and it takes you to Anor Londo. Almost 20 minutes long. I might just clip it down and